Sabres pushing the play here with Foligno onto the ice for Minnesota. Nice pass for Kesselring and a backhander. That go off the post raiser on that far side. Yeah. Tarasenko, he's on his own. Looks to cut to the net. He does. One hand on the stick. Luukkonen makes the save. Needs some help to clear. Minnesota keeping it in. Big hit over on the far wall on Faber. Wild moving it around nicely, and they score. Looked like Luukkonen might be able to get it, but he was down and out enough that the Wild get the first of the game with 10:41 to go in the opening period.
At the end, it'll be his third goal in the season. Here Marcus got himself established in front. He just doesn't move, and he eventually gets it to his stick. Doesn't get a great shot off, but he just kind of pushes this one in underneath. Luukkonen, you see it just squeak through there and get across the goal line, but that's what you talk about, establish yourself in front right there and use his power, big body. And Marcus is able to find the back of the net here with 10:41 left in this first period.
Be careful. Referee watching the play here as they continue to stay tangled up. Meanwhile, Faber with a shot that deflects wide. Kesselring still trying to get free as they have each other tied up, and now they are away from one another. Here's a breakaway, and Quinn can't settle it down in front. They score! What a great play to stay with it.
At the other end here, so little mishandle the puck right here, but there's no hesitation, just throwing, and look, McLeod. He's driving through, looks like it might have going out the skate of the Minnesota player going through to the net. Nevertheless, it's in the net. Referees and linesmen are over there trying to figure out.
Tage with the puck now for Buffalo as the Sabres look to add. Here's a great chance, and Thompson with the look. Actually bring it outside of the zone, just trying to keep puck possession here. Minnesota now starting to get a couple of different bodies on the ice. Tage, nice drag, inside, fires a shot, and Gustafsson got a piece and then wondered where it went. It went to the corner. Kaprizov will go back after it, working with Hughes, who will carry before he snaps it off the end wall. Luukkonen seeing the play, came out to cover, comes back in front. Oh, big save of the far post again. Scored by the Minnesota Wild. Krebs finishing his check down in the corner. Ostlund over on the far wall for Power. Dolan throwing it back to Power. What a play. Two-man advantage. Sabres working off to Gustafsson's right. Here's a chance in front, and that takes a deflection. Right back to Ostlund, who brings it out high. Thompson with a shot, and that one is...
There's this quick puck movement right here. Tage Thompson taking the shot off the blocker, and then he's able to corral it. But you see him coming across, just leaning a little bit. But a nice job here by this power play, moving the puck.
22 seconds on the clock here in the opening period, time one. Wild at center, across the Sabres line. Hartman drops it. Quinn Hughes at the blue line, taking it down the left wall with a shot right in front. That one squeaks in.
Yeah, I don't know if that hit Hartman on the far post. That's what he's able to do here. Just get enough separation from Doan. Comes back down, fires it across, and yeah, Hartman's got his stick on the ice at that far post. The net lifts up a little bit. Does not let down, so that you can't kind of really hang that injury thing all the time over, because the guys stepping in are doing great jobs.
Wild with a quick up here and a drop pass. Far post scores. That works quickly over to Tarasenko, and the Wild made that look easy, and it's a 3-1 lead early in the second period.
Here. It's the quick puck movement here. You see them just go that old side-to-side thing. They love coming down the side. They don't usually blast it coming down the side. They look for that far side and try to make that pass across. And that's exactly what opened up right here. The pass, boom, to Tarasenko.
Zucker gains the line, drops it from McLeod. And that pass through the middle, picked off by the Wild, and they're on their way. And this is going to be a breakaway chance. Luukkonen needed the save, and he got it there, but a penalty coming up. Sabres need to ramp it up here and also keep an eye on these charging Wild. There's a backhand pass in front, and that's a big save by Luukkonen.
Oh, somebody's got to have that awareness. Samuelson's got his guy. Power's got to get a little deeper there, a little quicker. And
cleared, and now it'll be brought up by Minnesota. They're driving the net here every time, and that one is blown tighter that time. Under pressure, Kaprizov. Hartman trying to center. The puck is free, and Luukkonen reaches up with his glove.
He's had to be aware of pucks coming from all different angles because they're throwing them there. They got bodies there, and once again, getting.
Krebs and Hartman on the draw. Wild with a chance to clear. Samuelsson gloves it down to himself. Now in front, scores! Payne Krebs! Great play by Samuelsson. Krebs goes to the net, and it's a one-goal Minnesota lead now, 3-2. The Sabres back.
And it ends up costing you here. These guys don't get the puck out. Samuelsson, nice job staying with that one, picking it off, and then throwing it to the front of the net. And as the coaches said, we got to get to the blue paint as well at the other end, and that's what happens right there. Krebs able to get in behind everybody in the little redirection. That's the thing. You have to keep giving them the reason to make sure they stay engaged and excited. So
here's a chance. Stopped in the rebound. Sabres have it. Rasmus Dahlin with a shot, and that one trying to go top shelf. It was off the glass, and Zucker out of the corner. Keeping the Sabres possession alive is Faber marking him, but great play by Buffalo for Dahlin. That was off a stick. It actually hits Quinn's stick and goes wide of the net. Back to Dahlin again, near circle. Holds and fires. Rebound in front. Couple of chances. Score! Tie game! You want a reason? Stand up, Buffalo. They just gave it to you.
And the message that was sent between periods is resignating here, because here's 2 goals, big battles in front of the net right there. Guys getting involved. Dahlin stepping in from the backside, takes the initial shot. Quinn does a nice job staying in there and battling with that the whole time. Zucker's there as well. Well, look at Jack Quinn. He was not to be denied on that one. He whipped on the first one, the second one. He comes right down on it, and he's able to bury it.
You have Zucker in the bumper spot now below the goal line. Thompson just holding that puck. Now Dahlin walks it and fires with Zucker trying to screen. Had a 5-on-3 earlier in the game. Couldn't take advantage of that. Or the abbreviated 5-on-4 afterwards. Would be big here. Drop for Thompson. Tuck scores! More goals, please, Mora. Sabres up 4-3.
As I said, shooting the puck here. Zucker does a nice job penetrating the zone, getting it down deep, and then just keeping it simple. Nice little pass from the top side. Tuck able to get to his forehand after the pass right there from Tuck. And look at that, right over the short side, right over the shoulder. That was a beautiful, beautiful shot by Alex Tuck right there to take the lead here in this game with 3:53 and get themselves rolling a little bit. And now they're taking advantage of the few shots they've got. Only 15 shots so far in this game, but able to get the 4 goals to this point. So that would be a message. Keep shooting.
Here comes a shot. Scores. You can't shoot from there.
Yeah, I meant us to keep shooting, not them.
Well, and then would be Quinn Hughes, who had a lot of time and space to step into that one, and it's a 4-4 game with 2:56 to go in the second.
Yeah. And you see everybody on one side of the ice here, and then Hughes gets this puck, and he's got the whole right side of the screen there. He's able to step down. That's a great shot coming in. It doesn't look like there was a ton of traffic in front of Luukkonen, but he's on the top of the circles, and he just blew that one past.
The bench. 4 minutes gone in the period. Greenway can't get it out. Wild keep it in. Middleton cross ice. Luukkonen got a piece of that one. From the point, sent back down in behind the Buffalo net. Centering pass in the slot. Big save, Luukkonen again. Rebound, stopped again by Luukkonen, and he covers it up.
So he's attacking him and not just sitting back waiting for him. Here, that one goes high, and it looks like he just gets a piece of it on his shoulder or helmet. As Kiprusoff takes the shot, then they just regain possession. There's another one, makes the big save there. Leads to another opportunity, but see how far he's out.
Greenway coming up with the puck. After Kozak with the hit, goes to the net, off the post, and Kozak can't reach the rebound and popped out behind him. Middle of the ice taken away, and now Quinn will scamper back to center. Pass for Zucker on the right wing side. He'll drop it. Here's McLeod. Walks in! And a save by Gustafsson. Not the stick on that one. Under 5 to go. 4-4 third period. McLeod for Quinn. Backhand take on the wall to McLeod. To Quinn with a shot. Rebound. 1-2 hacks at it. Be probably logging quite as many minutes first game back, but good to have his experience back in the lineup. Here's a nice tie up on the wall by Tage Thompson. Comes up with a puck. Takes the shot through the screen, and that's stopped by Gustafsson. Working with Hughes. He spins a pass to the far circle. 5 seconds to go. Sabres need to keep the play to the wall. To the slot for a shot. That's blocked. Rebound! Oh, my goodness.
Minnesota is going to get the puck to the net here just in the last second or so. There's a save. There's a big block.
Right circle. Kaprizov back up top. Kaprizov. No shooting lane. Samuelson with a block and a clear.
5 seconds left.
Quick entry. Kaprizov holds it. Far circle. Look out. Scores. Zuccarello. After a great clear by Samuelson, the Wild come right back and in overtime take advantage of their man advantage.
Yeah, but you know, you look at positive here, you're getting a point out of this one. This was a hard-fought game, and right here, just as the penalty was getting over there, it was the last second of the penalty. They're able to step in that cross-ice pass. Luukkonen coming across. He's got to stretch himself out. He's a little low, and Zuccarello is able to find a way to put it right over his pad, right underneath his blocker arm.